exhausting day, but I still wanted to come on here and make sure that I'm being consistent with my filming. It's been crazy for me, but regardless, I'm here for your royal. So welcome to She's World. My name is Sheila, but you can call me She. Today I want to kind of touch a little bit on what to expect. So right now you've put in your application for your I-130. Everything is done. I-485, all your application process has been submitted. USCIS has now scheduled you for an interview. So what should you bring to your interview? In my previous videos, I talked about all the documentations that you would need to submit together with your I-130 petition. Once everything is submitted and USCIS has cleared you, they don't need any additional information, USCIS will send you a letter. First, it will be for your biometric information, and so you're going to go to your USCIS office. The address is going to be on the letter when you receive it, and then you're going to go there, have your biometric information taken, your thumbprint and all of that good stuff. And then once everything is received, USCIS will wait for all the information to come back. Once everything comes back and you're completely cleared and USCIS can say, okay, you do not have anything wrong with your background, you're good to come for your interview, USCIS will send you another interview letter. Now, this interview will have you go with your spouse. And again, I'm not an immigration lawyer, so I need to put this out there, but I will say this, and a lot of immigration lawyers say this as well. Make sure you're going with your spouse, because the letter is for both of you to come prove to the USCIS immigration officer that your marriage is a bona fide marriage. Now remember, on paper you have proved everything to them to say, we are married, this is what we have, this is our financial asset, this is our baby, this is that, this is the third. So you've done all of that work. Now you have to physically go there to show them what you say you are, if it makes sense. So if you have kids, I will encourage you, and again, every lawyer that I've listened to or every immigration attorney that I've listened to will tell you that you have to take your children with you. Do not leave them home. Do not go find a babysitter and say, this is an adult situation, let me just take myself and my spouse. It will not really help your case in more ways than one. Again, I'm not an immigration lawyer, so do not quote me for that. But what we did that helped us, and I think that I'll do another video with my husband so we can kind of talk about our journey through the interview process. But we took our daughter, because at that time our daughter was just like a month old, so we took her to the appointment, and I think that we are so lucky that we did that, because the moment we got there, if you've watched my video, I mentioned before that when I put my application in, I did add my pregnancy details to show the immigration officer that I was pregnant and I was expecting a baby in the particular month that I was expecting the baby. And so they scheduled my interview a month after I delivered. And when you're going, I will tell you this, please take your child's birth certificate with you. If you've had 2 children within the time you started your process, and however many children you've had during the time that your case was in USCIS documents or processing, please take the children with you. Take them out of school. I promise you, it's one day they will not miss school and they'll be just fine. So we took our daughter with us. The moment we got there, the immigration officer came out, she greeted us, she said, where is my document? And my husband and I just looked at each other trying to figure out, what is she talking about? And she said, where is the document, her birth certificate? And so we produced the birth certificate, and then of course when we were going, we also had all the original documents that we had submitted with the application. USCIS does not require you to submit your original documents when you apply for the visa. They require you to submit copies. Again, if they need an original of a document, they're going to send you a letter to send that original. But in the meantime, everything that goes to them are copies that you have of the original documents that you have with you. So make sure that you take those original documents with you. So we got there, she asked for the original birth certificate of our daughter, but I had made the copy as well. So she looked at it and then she took the photocopy and gave us back the original. Most of the questions really was directed towards my husband, asking how we met, when was the first time we met, when did we get married. I think maybe went through the photos a little bit, and then she said to me to look for my my birth certificate, because in my previous videos, if you've not watched, I would encourage you to watch it. I talked about how I had a different birth certificate, and she was asking for a particular birth certificate for when I got there to the interview. So I went through that trying to find it, but I didn't find that. That was the one document. Don't tell me why I didn't take it, but I didn't take it. And so when she asked me, I was literally all over the place trying to locate this document that I didn't have, and I told her I didn't have. She's like, keep looking because I really need that. At the end of the day, I didn't have it with me, and so she said she was going to make me bring that document. But again, it was just my birth certificate. I had two, an older version that my country had made at the time, and then a newer version. I just had the newer version, and she wanted to see the older version that we had. So it wasn't like the information was different. She just wanted to see the older one that I had. Anyways, long story short, she asked my husband more questions than she even asked me, and I will do a separate video to go through with what the questions my husband was asked and what his answers were and all that good stuff. But I'm just here to kind of give you the overview of after everything is done, what happens next. And so we finished the process, and then she said, okay, you go back home, and then you're going to get a letter from us from the mail, and that letter is going to have your green card and how long the extent for which your green card is going to be. So I think the mistake that we did at that time, and I'm going to share it with you, was when she said, all right, you're done, we just got up and we left. And then I remember when we left, we got to the car, my husband and I were like, wait, so what's next? The only reason I knew what was next was because I had watched a couple of videos, and they said, well, after you're approved, they're going to mail you your green card. But she didn't say we were denied, and so we both concluded that we were approved, which was so silly. Don't be like me. After your interview, make sure you're asking the immigration officer what next, because after I learned that lesson, when I went for my citizenship interview, when I was done, I asked him what next. So please don't be like me. But regardless, we got the mail maybe after 4 weeks. I will have to check so that I make sure that I'm giving the right time stamp. But we got the mail, and it was my green card. And then once I got the green card, at that time USCIS was not doing what they're doing now, where you can fill out the form and say you don't have the social, so they work together. It wasn't like that at that time. You had to get your green card, and then my 2-year green card, and then I went to the Social Security office to apply for my Social Security. So that's how that process went for us at that time. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to make it short and sweet, and I want to make sure that I'm at least updating the royals that we have here with what's going on. So, or what will the after process be after you've been approved through the process? Well, it's been a long night for me. It's been a long flight for me. So I just want to say thank you to all those that keep watching our channel. We truly appreciate you. Again, I am not an immigration lawyer, so whatever advice I give here is from my own experience and other experiences of people that I know, and I hope that it helps you through your journey. I wish you all the best, and if you have your interview scheduled, be truthful. Don't go lying, because you're going to end up fumbling. And all the questions that they asked us was basically the information that we filled, because you're going to talk about how long you've been together, where did you get married, who was at your wedding. All the basic information that you have already filled out is what we were asked, at least in our case. And I know other people have different experiences, but I'm sharing my experience. Good luck. I do wish you all the best. Please keep in the comment section. Please write in the comment section what your experiences were, so we can share with others and help them through this journey. Thank you so much, Royals, for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Royals. I need to go and get my life together. Bye, Royals.